Alright, so I'm sure I look like shit right now, and hopefully you'll be able to hear me alright. I am at work right now, and I'm just walking. I've got on my plate carrier, which I've just got steel rifle plates in there, just level 3 plus generically, and really old school rucksack that's got a bunch of water bottles in it. I'm just wearing this shit for the weight. Because it makes walking more interesting. I think I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around so you don't have to see my face this whole time. Anyways, so why am I walking with this shit on? Well, something that maybe isn't immediately obvious about me is that, I've mentioned it before. I'm kind of a gun dork. And so, of course, part of my, part of that hobby is a lot of us types have our LARP gear where we've got all the armor and the helmet and the fucking chest rig or whatever, plate carrier setups, whatever you want to do. And the thing is, honestly, if you own all that shit, but you don't know how to use any of it, you're kind of just a douchebag. Unless you're like an airsoft player or something, in which case that's cool too, but yeah, it just feels dumb to have all that shit and just quietly ignore the fact that if I ever had to actually wear it or use it for any extended period of time, a lot of people don't seem to understand how hard that is. You play video games where you can carry 1,000,000 rounds of ammo and 5 guns and all that bullshit. But once you actually own this stuff and you put it on for the first time, you're like, this is kind of heavy. But still, you don't even really think about it until you wear it for half an hour. And you're like, oh god, this is something else entirely. Fallout New Vegas lied to me. It turns out shit isn't a video game. There's a reason they make you do ruck marches and shit when you do basic or boot camp or whatever, so... Anyways, relatively light load to begin with, because I'm just not very well conditioned at all. So yeah, just a bunch of water bottles in a backpack and a slick plate carrier, just to start, go a few hours at a time. I'll just have to ramp it up gradually as I go, put in actual weights in the pack instead of water bottles. I'm looking at weight vests. They go anywhere from 30 to 60 pounds or even higher, but they start to get exorbitantly expensive after 60 pounds. So I'll probably get a 60-pound weight vest. And I don't know, maybe duct tape a bag of rice to my fucking helmet or something. Just put some dumbbells in my backpack or whatever. Whatever I have to do to bump the weight up, and I also want to bump my duration up over time, so I can walk around in the shit for several hours if need be. But anyways, it's not that I ever actually I'm not one of those people that thinks the apocalypse is coming or something. I'm not that nutty. I mean, I'm pretty nutty, but I'm not quite there. I just think it's a lot more interesting to me than just walking, Makes me feel strong. I like it. It's fun. I mean, there's a whole I'm pretty sure there's a subreddit dedicated to rucking recreationally. So, it's a thing that people do. But I will admit that the future has been on my mind in a worrying way today. Listening to a lot of It Could Happen Here, which is a podcast, or I guess maybe it's now just a segment of Behind the Bastards. I'm not sure. I used to listen to it kind of back when it started, but things have clearly seemed to change a bit since then, so I'm not sure where it stands now, as I'm just getting back into it today. But anyways, a lot of it is thoughts that I've had on my mind for a while, but I guess I've kind of been avoiding them out of sanity preservation reasons. Sorry, I stutter sometimes, but you know, water scarcity, climate change, political instability, shit like that, all kind of worries me. As much as I'm sure I'm giving off terrible vibes right now, I promise you I'm coming at it from a leftist perspective. So no need to worry about me joining some fucking terrorist outfit like Adam Offen or some shit. But anyways, this is supposed to be a weight update video, but you're just getting all kinds of crazy shit from me today, aren't you? So, what fucking day? I think it's the 20th, February 20th, 2022. It's about 9 in the morning and 28 degrees Fahrenheit, so this is boatloads of fun. I forgot my gloves at home too, so oh well. Sucks for me, doesn't it? But see, my weight fluctuates throughout the week depending on what I'm doing. Wednesday night is when I'm at my lowest usually, because that's my hour-and-a-half Muay Thai class, which always makes me sweat like a motherfucker. So after that class this week, or I guess technically past week since it's Sunday now, I was down to 223.2, I want to say 223.2 pounds, which is my lowest so far. You may remember I started at 379, so that's 157 pounds down. Of course, this morning I was 226 point something, just because my weight goes back up for the rest of the week, and then when I go back to that class on Wednesday night, we'll see what happens. But yeah, over 150 pounds now since I started on December 10th, 2020. It's been a hell of a journey. I always say that. I don't know why I need to keep saying that. I guess it just never stops being a shock to me to have lost so much weight. Especially since I've never come anything close to this before. I don't know if I've ever lost fucking like 30 pounds at a time without, like gaining it back and then some, so it is a bit weird. It's supposed to get up into the 50s today, temperature-wise, so I'll probably do a bit of running, because I'm trying to get into that. I haven't really been a running type before, so it's pretty pathetic right now. I'm kind of slow, and I can't go for very long at one time before I have to stop and just start walking instead. It's pretty sad. So I need to work on that. I thought my cardio would carry over really well from my martial arts training, because I seem to keep up okay enough there, especially considering my age. So I'm not that old, I'm 27, but I mean, if I can keep up with the teenagers, then I feel like I'm doing all right. But I'm learning that every different task has its own cardio associated with it. So it didn't carry over like I thought it would. And it makes me feel like shit about my conditioning in general, because I was doing so well in my classes, sure, but like I said, everything is so different, and the kind of resources it demands, so that even if you can, you have a really good cardio pool for fighting, that doesn't really mean too much for running, less than you would expect anyways. And so I wonder what other things I'm lagging behind on that I just don't know about, because I haven't trained for them or even tried to. So yeah, building a wider base for cardio is one of my top goals right now. Of course, I'm still strength training and going to my classes and everything. Strength training has not been progressing a lot since I've been back on hormones, but I expected that, so nothing shocking there. I guess I'm gonna have to cut this and call it here, because I'm running out of storage space on my phone. So yeah, that's been an update. Maybe sometime later I'll talk more about all the shit that's been on my mind. I feel like venting, but I can't right now. So anyways, I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. I'm bad at this. I need an actual sign off or something, but oh well. I'll see you around.